today?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you so much for coming in today.
Oh, no problem.
Please come in. Great. Hi, Beth. This is Amber. Sorry, Amber.
Hi. Nice to meet you. Go ahead and have a seat, Beth.
If it's okay with you, I'm having Amber sit in with us today. She is a domestic violence specialist, and kind of maybe can help us get some insight and kind of help us with some of her professional experiences that she's had in the past. Is that okay with you?
That's fine. I'm not sure why she would be here, but...
All right,
Well, we just really want to get to know you a little bit, get to know your story. So we're here just to kind of have a conversation and see what's going on, okay?
Okay.
So, as you know, like what we talked about today, we'll see in this room, and we're just trying to figure out a plan, and we'll talk to you about that. But if it's okay with you, if you just sign this consent and say that you're okay with our being here and us talking about this today.
Okay. And it's just going to stay in here, nobody else will know my story?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. And do you need to do it too?
Just
Okay. All right. Well, if you don't mind, I'm just going to fill her in really quick. I haven't talked about it yet because I wanted to get your permission. But Beth is a client of mine with Head Start, and she is has her child in our program as well as a few other kids. She has a history with domestic violence. Her husband, they're now separated. She reported him, and he went to jail for domestic violence abuse on her. He is now out of jail and back in the home. Am I correct? And I'm just, why I have you here today is because I have some concerns with Mary's behavior in the classroom. She's very upset a lot of the times, or very quiet. She as well is not eating for long periods of time, as well as when she goes to daycare before they're reporting the same situation. And just looking kind of pale and just kind of under the weather. I was just wondering, what's going on at home since he's been back in the house, and is everything okay?
Everything's okay. I don't think we have a problem.
Have you noticed any of those things that Miss Naomi's talking about at home?
Yeah, but it's just my husband sometimes, he over yells at little simple stuff, but it's nothing major. It's nothing to be concerned about. Mary just kind of overreacts sometimes, or she's just a little over shy when she's at school, but I think she's fine.
Okay, so what I hear is you're saying he gets upset and yells in front of the kids, and that upsets Mary sometimes?
Yeah, when I don't have dinner ready, or there's toys all over when he gets home from work, he'll be upset, and I try to have dinner ready when he comes home so we won't hear the yelling, and but I think we're pretty normal.
Okay.
Well, we were just concerned about, his past. He has gone to jail before for being abusive to you. So we really want to make sure that that's not going on again for Mary's sake as well as your sake. We want to make sure that you guys are safe. So I know you're saying that it's not a concern to you now, but we want to be able to provide you some resources for if you do get to the point where you feel like it's not healthy for you to be in, okay?
Okay.
Do you like the situation you're living in right now? I know you were separated, and the goal that you gave to us with Head Start at the beginning was to file for divorce. So we're just trying to see if you still have maybe thoughts about moving out and what we can do to help that, work through that.
Well, I did think about moving out. I don't have the money to move out. I'm just kind of trying to live as comfortable as I can, or how I am. But if I did have the means, I would move with my family to Kentucky. But at the time, right now, I don't have any money. I don't have anything to fall back on, and I'm pretty much stuck. But I'm trying to do the best I can with or how our living situation is.
Okay. Well, you say you're stuck, and we want to help you with those barriers you have. So you're saying that lack of money, and income to be able to afford to move out, maybe move in with your family support that you have back in Kentucky, and as well as the comfortability of it, of actually making that step of moving out is definitely a hard barrier to get over. Well, as you said, we want to provide as much resources as we have, and one that she knows of is...
Yeah, there's a couple. Well, first of all, I want to tell you that there's shelters that you can also go to, and keep in mind that they have those for immediate relief if you feel like you just need to get out, and we can give you those different shelters and resources today so you have them, okay? There's also, I know you said that you have some, like, a lack of finances to be able to move out on your own, but if we were to help you, there is a place called John F. Long that does rental assistance and utility assistance. So maybe if you're interested, you could get out on your own, and they could help you kind of get on your feet as far as providing some rental assistance, if that's something that you're interested in.
Yeah, that sounds interesting. But I know I said I'm kind of stuck in the situation, but I also know that if it does escalate again, I can call the cops like I did the first time and have them, be sent away for some days for him to cool off.
Yeah, you can always do that, and I'm glad that you're not scared to do that, but that's not, we don't want to see you just having to rely on that, whenever it gets bad.
Mm-hmm. And I don't want to just abrupt the kids and take them to a shelter and really not have what we have. We might be at home, but it's our home, versus going to a shelter and not knowing how long we're going to be there or how safe it is, or there's so many other people there. Will he find us there?
No, they are very concerned with safety, so it's not advertised. No one can just look up the address or figure out where you are. That will not happen. And the other people in the shelter are also domestic violence victims themselves. It's not, you're not going to be in there with men or anything like that. So we just want to give you these resources right now so you are aware of them and you have them.
And I can help you go check them out, and we can, look at them and see what you think of them. I'll give you the information about that at the end, in case you want to call them and look into it. You said you're worried about your safety. How do you feel about moving into another place and getting rental assistance instead of the shelter option?
I would rather do that than go to a shelter.
Okay. And you would feel safe? Do you think that he would come to your place or anything like that?
He probably would, so I would like to be put as far away as I could possibly be helped and being placed somewhere else, not close by.
Okay. We can definitely look into that. I mean, obviously you have the strength to do this alone like you have before. He was in jail for 2 years, and in that time you put Mary into the program. That's amazing. She's, learning a lot of stuff in class, as well as you had the strength, as you said, to call on the cops on him and report him, and that takes a lot. It's definitely a scary situation to have him taken away like that. So I think that you are strong enough to do this, and you can, and I don't want you to feel stuck and to be in these environments anymore. I think that And there's better options out there for you.
Okay.
Yeah, so it sounds like we can start, a plan of action right now.
What do you think you would have to do to get, other than getting the assistance from John F. Long, that's the first thing that we need to do. Once that's approved, what do you think, what are the steps you need to take to get out of that house?
Well, first I need to make sure that he's gone for the day, work,
Mm-hmm.
wherever, because if he sees that I'm packing, he's not going to let me out of the house. I have to wait till he leaves to work and right away pack as much stuff as I can for me and the kids. And I would need somebody to pick me up because I don't have a car. I don't have a way to get away.
Okay. Do you mind if I take notes?
That's fine.
Okay. So you say that you need to find a transportation to move, as well as have a period of time. Is he gone for long periods of time
He
for work?
could be gone anywhere from 8 to 10 hours.
Okay, great. All right, so 8 to 10 hours, that gives quite a bit of time to move out of the house. All right. Maybe perhaps, we're a month away from Mary being out of the program, so her finishing up school, so worrying about her being in the same district to stay in the classroom, probably okay with moving
Yeah,
them?
that's fine because it's just a month of her finishing and it won't be a big concern.
And your other children aren't in school yet, so, they're not going to have that issue of moving away from their friends and stuff like that. Okay, great. Well, it sounds like we have some steps here. I will follow up with you and wait and see how the contact was made with rental assistance, and let me know if you have any questions with anything that they need from you to get that. And I will look into transportation options possibly, as well as if you can look into if maybe you have any friends that could possibly help you with the situation.
Okay.
And so we'll both be kind of responsible for that, as well as kind of starting to look into a time frame on when we plan we can do this, okay?
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, thank you, Melissa. It looks like we've made some real progress here today, so we appreciate you coming to talk to us.
Okay, thank you girls so much.
you're welcome. I'll talk to you shortly.
Thank you.
Bye.
Well, that went great. I'm really excited that she opened up. I was really concerned that she was not going to want to.
Yeah, that did go very well. Good job.
Yeah, no, thank you. So I'm just going to call my supervisor and make sure that everything's okay and see what else she has for us here.
Yeah, put it on speaker so we can
There you go.
Hello?
Hi, Stephanie. I was just meeting with one of my clients, the one with domestic violence, and it went really well. She decided that she does want to move out, and we're going to work on getting rental assistance through John F. Long, as well as looking in for ways to move her out of the house because she doesn't have a transportation means that could fit her stuff to move there. Is there anything that you need us to do other than that? I said, both of us are responsible into looking into transformation needs. I told her I would follow up with her next week to see if she contacted John F. Long.
Okay, everything sounds good. Just make sure you do the follow-up with her next week. And it's good that you also let her know that it's also her responsibility to get information on the resources that were provided. Also let her know possibly the positive effects that will have on her children now and later in life. That she's making a positive change, not only for herself, but for her children as well.
Yeah, great idea. I did talk to her about her strengths and stuff. I definitely missed that. So I'll make sure to encourage her with that. And thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.